Yo, what is up, Vicco gang? And we're here with a little bit, just an itty bitty video for you guys today, because I'm assuming you guys have already looked through this for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Of course, yes, the patch did come out. By the time you're watching this video, it has been probably a couple days since the patch came out. But you know, I just feel like I want to put, I just want to talk about it. Just in case some of you guys somehow don't know that it's actually in the game already somehow, some way. But I'm assuming you guys do know. Now, look, now bang. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, if you're messing with the content, guys. My next online video will be with Kenpachi at some point. Anyways, so I did look through the patch myself, because I'm assuming all you guys do know already what is in the patch already, but I do want to point out just some things I've noticed, like such as this, the free match. Apparently they changed the match time 300 seconds. Like, that's just, like, is that like a set thing? Because I don't know anything about free match really, because I can't get into any matches in free match. Really weird. It says they made a couple things, set the default soul crystals and spirit talismans in the matchmaking settings to disable. I'm assuming this is automatically, because I do believe they do set this to on every time, I believe. But am I alone on this, guys? But I have not gotten into a match at all in free match. Like, I don't think it's possible. I don't know if it's even possible, because like I said, I spent a total of like 40 minutes in total through my videos looking for a free match, and it's not hype. So I don't know what is up with free match. And I guess they changed some things here as well. But I didn't notice how these two Ichigos essentially got nerfed, okay? Because I know this Ichigo, Bankai Ichigo that goes with Vasto Lorde, right? Full hollow, whatever you want to call it, Hollow Mask into full hollow, Vasto Lorde. He got reduced Reishi upon a reawakening. Because it's what I know, right? It is a reviving. He revives, right? It is a reviving reawakening. And he gets, from what I know or knew, he used to get a full 2 Reishi, full on just 2 Reishi, or 2 Kompaku, right? Which that should be in the range for anyone to finish him off, right? For anyone to kill him, right? Because that's the least amount you can do, right? Is 2, I believe. I believe it's 2. So I'm assuming they just reduce, just essentially, the Reishi is your health, right? So just reduce health. So maybe he only has like half of a bar of health, maybe, I don't know. But because I have heard, people not being very fond of Bankai Ichigo, right? Just straight up, because he has I think a theoretical like infinite combo, I believe, was happening online. I'm assuming this is what this is addressing, maybe, right? And the final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo, they actually made it a little more fair against him, because they actually help the opponent a lot, where they give a significantly increase the amount of fighting spirit given to the opponent upon a Kiko move hit. So, because Ichigo gets stronger and stronger, this final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo gets stronger and stronger every time he lands a Kiko move, just straight up. So they just made it a bit easier for the opponent to, actually get some sort of edge on Ichigo final Getsuga Tensho. But they also made it harder for him to transition to Kikon channel and stuff. So this guy got nerfed, dude, because this final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo, Danga Ichigo, he was one of the simpler characters in the game that I've seen. Like, I'm just like a bit of an overview now. A lot of people just had a bunch of like bugs and like moves that were working like as like unintendedly. I don't know if that made any sense, but some moves were just not working correctly as far as I can understand right now. But one person I did find a little interesting that was buffed, if I may, was Rukia. And I heard Rukia is actually pretty good online. I've heard I think she's also someone with or had at least an infinite combo. And from what I am reading here, it does look like she did get a buff here, but then they adjusted frame advantage and then adjusted the damage of some actions against the guard gauge. So I'm assuming she kind of got readjusted or a tiny bit nerfed, if that. But they gave her a new follow-up thing on Ho-Ho. Oh, that signature move. Oh, I was not reading. Signature move made it cancelable into follow-up. Okay, that was her. I believe like a little baby like so Katsui, right? Or like a little fireball. A little fireball, I believe, right? I believe that's what she did. No. Yeah, they are fireballs. They are fireball. Shaka-Ho, I believe. Okay. I'm insane. But look, adjusted the frame advantage. This is something I also kind of brought up in my last video. It's like they went through the effort to specify frame advantage and all these unique like characteristics to these characters, all these unique abilities and stuff. And I just found it really weird with the online. Like the online is very off and kind of bare bones, and like I said, like apparently it's one of the last things that possibly was even like given some attention to in these kind of games for whatever reason. I'm sorry, that was really random to bring up, but I just found it really crazy how they bring up frame advantage. There's some stuff with the game that's not the hypest. That is just not the hypest thing, right? This is not hype on the online, in my humble opinion, guys. Now, yeah, I think this patch is, for the most part, really good. I was actually wondering if Kenpachi got something, just because I'm gonna play him next in an upcoming video. But it seems like everyone, like, they just got readjusted. Fix certain moves. Fix certain like unintended things. Like even right here, Mayuri, where it could be canceled at unintended timings. Like literally right there. That might sound like I did say it really randomly, and it was. I'll tell you that it was really random when I picked that move out. But yeah, like fix issues, made it so follow-ups correctly with specific inputs. Fix an issue where it could not hit correctly during online matches with Nelio's moves. Oh, I remember this. I've seen this Kiko move one where it just would not work. I think it's like kind of like that weird, crazy, like jumping kick or something, I believe. I believe I saw that. But yeah, I think this patch is really good in general. Like, I think them this is a proper like balance adjustment patch, which is really nice. Even though like a good chunk of these are kind of like bug fixes and stuff like that, that's still good. That's still really good. And this coming out 2 weeks, right? Essentially exactly 2 weeks since the game came out. I think it's a net positive. Of course, like no duh. Like I'm not even gonna say net positive. It is a very positive thing that's happened. Because like I said, in the climate of these games nowadays, chat, these updates can take forever to come out. Even like in fighting games, like patches, like they take a long time. Like some fighting games are very stubborn with their patches. And I know this patches aren't as easy maybe as some people think, or maybe they are. Like I don't know exactly, but who knows how these people make these games and stuff, right? So like you can't really, or I can't, like I don't want to feel like, how do I say, I'm being unfair kind of, and like let these people work on these things at their own pace. That's why they like sometimes are, like I said, a little stubborn to put these out ASAP, because they're stubborn and like, okay, we're gonna wait until like in some fighting games, like until the next season, quote unquote season, the next DLC season, until they put out in the next major patch, or like they have to wait until the next character comes out for a patch, these DLC characters. So this is really good this happened, because they could have easily waited like forever to do any sort of patch. But this is at least like half the roster, right? Like at least 1, 2, 3, 4. I roughly counted 19. I believe 19. That's a little over half the roster, I'm pretty sure. And that's pretty good. I think this is a really good patch to come out so soon after the game came out. And I think it's awesome. I think it's really good for the game. And yeah, I think this is awesome. Hopefully this game can last longer. I'll try to get a video out soon, guys, because I'm not gonna lie, I have not touched the game since that Soifon video. I'm just being honest. I've been enjoying other things, guys, but I still love this game. I just want the best for it, man. But I don't know if I'm gonna be the biggest fan of online unless they fix it at least a little bit. Do the free match. Fix free match, dude. Unless I'm the only one that's having problems with it, fix free match, dude. Please fix it. Please fix it. Room match, please expand on it, please. I feel like everyone will love that. Bleach, Rebirth of the Souls, pretty please, with some sprinkles on top. Anyways, guys, that's been a quick video from yours truly, Vicco, and I think I am freaking gone. Sub now.